Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
We also both happen to be fathers, so we're going to do 4 great Father's Day gifts to make Dad feel appreciated, relaxed, and stress-free. And we are experts on this because I got 3 children, you got a child, you got some grandchildren.
2. Yep, 2 grandchildren. Yep, stepchildren.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So we're experts on this field, especially if you're trying to find a gift for a little bit of an older dad in that 50-plus range.
Right.
So
yeah, because we've been around a little bit. We got some gray hair, and we worked for it. And you know, that's the way it is when we're not feeling sorry for ourselves either, are we?
All
Bob?
right. Before we show the possible gifts, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go over to Facebook and like us because we're gonna give you out some positive dad vibes here.
Right.
If you like us on Facebook, it's Bob and Brad. You can find us.
Yeah.
Just take a second.
We're there.
All right, what's the first gift, Brad?
Bob, you know, as fathers, we don't need or expect a lot for Father's Day.
You don't need to get me anything.
Right.
Kids.
So the biggest thing, and this is true, you know, go to the dollar store, get yourself a 50-cent card that has.
Or you could even make one.
Yeah, or make one. You don't need any handwriting in there because it's important that you sit down and take 10 or 15 minutes and write something how you really feel about your dad, and that's going to be the best gift of all.
Yep.
But, you know, there's always a bonus, and we do appreciate something else, you know, if you really want to spend some money. You know, or maybe if you have a little disgruntled relationship, you want to get on Dad's good side.
You're trying to get back into Dad's good favor. You're going to want to, you know, or if you're trying to buy his love.
There you go.
That would work too.
One way or another, we're happy, but
Yeah.
we do like a card. So one thing that all dads, once we get to this age, we're thinking about our health more.
Right.
We're thinking
Our
about
fitness.
our fitness,
Yeah,
maybe
we want to stay in shape.
life longevity. So
Yeah.
get something simple for your dad that's going to work, get him in shape, and a stress reliever.
Right.
You know?
It
So,
does it all.
We've got the perfect gift.
Yep.
Something simple you can work with your father on, and right here we've got some nice, the big thing is bands nowadays because they're very simple, they're inexpensive, and they're very effective.
And it attaches to the wall anchor, which
Yeah.
Brad and I just have happened to invent. And
Right.
maybe that's one of the reasons we're promoting it now.
Right. But we use them every day, and we know they
We
work
do
well.
use them every day, and this is actually a good gift, and it's not that expensive.
It is
So,
really cheap. You can do it as a father-son or a father-daughter project to mount them to the wall because there's a little work there. But
Yeah,
it
a little
only
work,
takes
you
about
gotta get them
20
into a
minutes.
stud. But Brad's going to show 3 exercises you
Yeah.
can do with this. So
Here's the first one. This is the one we like to talk about is because it works on your posture and it works a little. This is really a good one
Yeah.
because he developed that stress back here after working a full day of work.
you don't want your dad walking around with that hump,
Right.
making him look old. This will make him upright. He's going to look like a soldier again.
Exactly right. You know, chasing your kids around all day long, you need to have a stress relief. Whether it's chasing them if they're little kids or chasing them to high school sporting
Or
events.
chasing him out of the house.
Or chasing them out of the house, getting them to college. And now this one just does the opposite. As therapists, we're always thinking, do exercises to promote good health, good posture. So you're always going to work both muscle groups. Here we're going to strengthen up those muscles.
That
so we get
chest, yep. So
chest
they still can
muscles.
look good to the women in their life.
Right.
So,
But we need to do this one for posture. Okay? The next one, now this one you got to have the anchor on the bottom. And this is where I really,
it comes with 3 anchors, by the way, so you can go one that's high, middle, and low, and that way you can get a great variety, plethora of exercises.
So this one, you can work those biceps. You know, if one band is too easy, you can go to 2 bands and really get those biceps. You know, even dads at an older age, they're doing curls for the girls. You know,
That's right.
They want to impress their wives, you know?
That's right.
So
even at our old age, we want to have a little bit of there,
Right.
not mashed potatoes here. We don't want to. We want to have some solid cantaloupe. I don't know. I thought I would use a food reference.
Bob, can I go on
Yeah.
with this? The next one is, you know, if he had a little boxing in his past, he can do that and work some here, some uppercuts, and boy, it gets the stress going if you really.
Let
gotta
me
work
imagine whose face you got in right
Yeah,
there.
there you go. Put yours up there. So that's a nice gift. You know, it's going to cost you $30, $35. very inexpensive, and it's right on. You
Let's
can,
go to the next gift, Brad,
Okay.
because people are already wondering, what is he wearing up there? I mean,
right.
why is
What
he
are you
this
wearing,
strange
Bob? He's
thing?
got a little parachute on his back.
This is actually a Thermotex infrared heating system. Now, this is not just your father's old heating pad.
right.
See how I did that? I kind of threw that reference in there. It's not your dad's heating pad because we're talking about fathers.
I get it.
Oh, anyway, a normal heating pad, normal heat, what you may not realize, heat only penetrates a few millimeters.
Right.
It doesn't go very far at all. This actually penetrates like 80, 50 millimeters?
It's 60,
60.
2.36.
I forgot my numbers. Yeah, but let's convert it to inches.
Right, 2.36 inches, where he's talking about the regular heat pad just goes, just the skin deep, maybe a little below the level of skin. It does not get into the muscle or the joint where this does.
And Brad and I have been using this now for well over a year,
Right.
both of us. And we both keep it in our chair at night, and it's kind of our daily treat at the end of the day.
Right.
And if you're having any aches and pains, you just kind of put it up there. It's just a habit of mine now, and it's really taken away. I had pain between my shoulder blades, and that's gone. So it's been erased.
And you use it like this.
I put it in my chair. I do use it like this too, because what this does is it gives you the added bonus. If the straps actually work on your posture.
Sure.
So sometimes when I'm having a flare up, which I haven't had for a while now, I would actually put this in place and I'd work at my desk and it would put me in good posture, and it's giving me a treatment at the same time. Comes with an 8-foot cord so that you can actually move around quite a bit. And if you don't, if you want to go to the bathroom or something and don't want to take it off, you just unhook it like
Sure.
this. And it works out really well. With all these, especially with these next two that we're going to be talking about, we got a discount for you if you use our link below.
Sure.
And now we do get a small fee for this too. We're going to say this right up front, but this helps offset the cost of us making these videos and keeps Brad and his beer and me and my peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
So
it's,
the good things in life,
yeah.
right?
So, if my daughter's watching, you could get me a beer for
There.
Father's Day. But, I want to say with mine, what I do with mine is I keep it in my recliner in the morning when I get up. My back's a little stiff. I turn this on and I do some paperwork with my computer, and it helps me loosen up to go in for the day, as well as at the end of the day.
It's an even heat too.
It
There's not a rheostat like trying to adjust the heat. It's a one heat setting,
Right.
and it really does work well, especially if you have a lot of maladies like arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, and you can use it on all parts of the body.
Right.
We're just showing it for the back.
This is going to last for years. It's not one of those $20, $30 ones you get at the local pharmacy, and it's good for a year or so.
Yeah,
These
it's
are
different.
made for long term. And Bob, the last thing we want to talk about is,
Let's pull this over, Brad.
if you really want to treat your father because he's been too tight or just hasn't had enough money to buy a really nice bed because
Well, he hasn't had any money because he's been paying for your college, or he's been paying for to raise you. and-
right, if you're a hockey player, he's paying for those hockey sticks and everything else.
That's right. It's expensive raising you kids out
Right.
there.
So having a nice bed can really make a difference. And this is, in someone's life. When you get up in the morning and you feel well rested and you're ready to go for the day, it's a big difference.
This is the creme de la creme of
Yeah.
beds here. And we're going to show you here in a second why it is. Why don't you unzip that part, Brad? This is actually made up of 700 individual mattresses. See, it's got these little sections in here. And this technology is based upon the same technology that Brad and I we've been seeing in the clinic for 30 years.
Right.
So when people have pressure sores, I know I'm going off in a different direction here, but they sit in a wheelchair, the best technology they found that helped keep the pressure uniform and helped it heal was this Roho cushion, which is composed of individual cells.
Right.
And here we got the same concept,
Right.
individual cells.
When I have a patient that you want to get a maximum comfort and circulation on their bottom side, we go to those. They're
Yeah.
expensive, but they work well. And like you said, they've been around for years. They're well tested, and they do the job for sure.
So if you're going to lay on your back, what this is going to do, it's going to support you, but yet it's going to fill in the gaps. It's going to fill in the gap in the back and the neck, under the pelvis, under the knees. But if you roll onto your side, it takes away that point pressure on your shoulder
Sure.
and on your hip.
Right.
So, we're really thrilled with this thing. I think they did a really good job in designing this.
Who makes this?
Sleep Ovation, and same thing. you use our link below, you're going to get $350 off. You have to go to the link, and you have to also put in Famous PT. I got all those instructions below.
Okay.
So you're going to get a sizable discount if you use our link. There might be even a little more off for Father's Day. I can't guarantee that though, but you'll see it once
Right.
you.
So
if they
it's
start having it.
Sleepovation. They got a nice website. You can do a little more research on it, and the price is very competitive. I was just out shopping for my mother for a real nice, high quality mattress, and they're right in the ballpark. It's a good price.
Yeah, it's delivered to you at your doorstep. Too.
Yeah,
It
it's
comes in a
amazing.
box.
Yeah,
So.
that is even more
Yeah.
interesting, and it works well.
All right, Brad. So I think again, being fathers ourselves, we can speak from a platform of being experts.
Right. Yeah. Say no more, Bob. So I'm gonna take
I was gonna jump and run onto it.
Well, you jump. I'm just gonna relax.
Well, I'm not gonna share the bed with him. Sorry.
Oh, Bob, I
All
got
right.
it first.
Thanks everybody for watching.